patch notes for Season 4 mid-season update have been released, so we're going to run through some of the key features and releases for both Battle Royale and for multiplayer. I'm not going to touch upon DMZ or the raid section because I don't play them, so I've got no real comment on them, but we're going to have a quick shifty through the release. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Battle Pass. Now, for the eagle-eyed amongst you, there is a classified section within the Battle Pass. It's between D4 and D6. That becomes unlocked, and that's how you unlock the brand new shotgun, which we'll talk about in a wee second. This is unlike the other Battle Pass sections where you unlock the Battle Pass tokens. What you've got to do now is certain challenges. So there are ADS operator kills with shotguns. They're all going to be shotgun related to unlock the main shotgun. So you get 10 ADS operator kills, 10 hipfire operator kills, 10 headshots, and 10 one-shots using shotguns. That unlocks certain different things, which once you complete them all, that's when you unlock the new shotgun. Now, the new weapon is the MX Guardian, which is a fully automatic 12-gauge shotgun. Yeah, we're going to see how that goes. Now, the shotgun is not usually everybody's favourite weapon, so I think for the first few days of this this half of the season, we're going to get spammed to buggery as people try and actually rank up this particular weapon and unlock the camos for it. Is it going to be fun? Probably in multiplayer. In Warzone, it's going to be really, really disgusting though. As part of this mid-season update as well, there are the new operator skins with Call of Duty combining with The Boys, the TV programme The Boys. If you've seen it, you know fine well you're going to get the Starlight Operator Bundle, Homelander, and the one that probably people are moaning about most of all is Black Noir. Now, if you've seen the Black Noir sort of screenshots or whatever, it really is quite close to the Rose skin from Verdansk, where everybody moaned about the fact that you can't see them in dark corners. Now, I think especially in Vondel, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. In Al Mazrah, it might not be as bad, but expect people to be bitching and moaning about it on Twitter and on YouTube as well. For each of these operator bundles, you get between 2 and 3 different blueprints for weapons. You also get their own particular finishing moves, and obviously charms, loading screens, etc. Check out the bundles in the Call of Duty store. Season 4 Reloaded, there is a camo challenge as well. Again, very similar to previous ones. You complete the camo challenges and then you'll get a universal one at the end of it. I'm not going to go through each of them, but it's the standard one. Assault rifles get like headshots, for example. You've got to get 50 of them to tick that off the list. So again, if Shipment's still on the playlist for multiplayer, that's probably the go-to place for the majority of these camo challenges. In terms of weapon upgrades, I think there has been a couple of nerfs and a couple of buffs. I don't think it's going to change the meta. Again, I'll leave that to True Game Data and also JGod to discuss that in more detail. But in the actual patch notes, it does say that the semi-auto and burst weapons, they have shock hewn improvements, so it doesn't have that jam feature, which means the SO14 could actually be even stronger than it is just now. So I still think that's going to be hitting the meta stage. Basically, attachment stat value has been updated to be more accurately reflect their functionality. So basically, it's going to do exactly what it says in the tin, so it's going to reflect that more accurately. And obviously, the base weapon stats are also going to reflect more accurately as well for their function. There is going to be a new attachment as well. It's called the Corvus Torch, which is actually the Dragon's Breath packed underbarrel shotgun attachment. So anything that has an underbarrel shotgun attachment has got the potential to have Dragon's Breath, which it's going to suck. In terms of weapon balancing, basically I'm going to put on screen just now what they've said in the patch notes. They're trying to adjust the damage profiles to make it, it's all down to accuracy. This should be a given. If you hit your shots, you should destroy people. If you miss your shots, you shouldn't cause damage. So this is a bit of a misinterpretation, in my opinion, for this release, but it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. The ISO 45 has been nerfed ever so slightly. It's still got reduced close range damage. It's got reduced close range damage. It's got reduced headshot damage, but that's only in multiplayer. And also it's got an increased hip fire spread. And the Vaznev 9K as well, that's also looks like it's been nerfed a little bit. Again, I'll leave the details to the guys that do the weapon stuff. So the Vaznev's got reduced close to mid damage distance. In terms of assault rifles, Kastov 762 has an increased time to ADS. Kastov 74U has got reduced headshot damage. Again, that's only in multiplayer. And the TAC 56 as well has only been nerfed, it looks like, for Modern Warfare. Shotguns have had a bit of a buff for multiplayer. Doesn't look like there's much difference for Warzone. You've got marksman rifles, Tempest Torrent. Again, it's got an increased time to the ADS for Warzone, but not a lot for multiplayer. The EBR-14, it's got reduced movement speed for ADS movement speed, and also hip strafe speed, which again is standard. Lockwood MK2 and the SAB-60's also been they've had changes to them as well. Again, check out the patch notes for all that. To be honest, that's pretty much it in terms of weapon balancing. I don't think there's going to be a major shift in the meta. So your standard, like your Lachman 556 is still going to shred. I think the RAL's still up there, but again, we'll wait and see. It's always going to be fun. That SMGs in general are going to remain the same as well. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the ISO 45. I think Lachman sub is still going to be pretty much everybody's go-to. What else is happening within Warzone? Well, Vondel is going into Battle Royale as well, so it's going to have its own brand new Gulag. The Gulag it's a 3-lane map. It's, again, 1v1 combat. It's actually supposed to be very similar to the Gulag, the original Shower Gulag in Warzone 1. But we'll see how that plays out. In terms of the playlist, what we're going to get for the week of July 12th onwards is, for Battle Royale, you're going to get the Vondel solos, duos and quads. Ranked is obviously still going to be trios. Resurgence, it is going to be solos and quads and Vondel, a Sheik Island duo, and there's going to be map rotation if you're playing trios, so it'll flip between Vondel and a Sheik Island. So again, it's starting to go that sort of apex route in terms of map rotation, which is cool. Will we see Verdansk at some point in the future? Probably not, but we can all hope and pray. And obviously Plunder's going to be there. There will be different things per different week as per normal, so if you're a fan of one particular thing, it's going to be taken away from you, because that's what happens. Within multiplayer, there's obviously a new map as well being released. It is the Waterfront. If you play a lot of Vondel, it's the Waterfront part of the map that's been released for 6v6 multiplayer. There's a standard on-land section and also the underwater routes as well. Although it looks exactly like Waterfront, it is going to be slightly different. There is going to be balancing features being added to it, so we're going to see how that goes. I believe there's going to be a 24/7 playlist as well for multiplayer, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's always good to get new maps into the multiplayer sort of cycle. I'm actually looking forward to going to play this even within the hardcore playlist. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there have been also new features added to all maps and all game modes, and it's basically starting from plate carriers. So whenever an enemy player is eliminated, the plate carrier will now drop, which is quite cool. And there's also 3 different types of plate carriers being announced as well. There's the medic, which is an armor plate carrier that increases the speed at which players are able to revive down players, and also increases the speed at which health begins to regenerate. There's a comms package, which increases effectiveness of UAVs. And yes, basically shows the player's bearing on that minimap. And there's stealth as well, which is basically, it protects you from UAVs as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how those pan out. I'm not going to go through each of them in turn, guys. I will just put a link to the patch notes in the description as well, and I've probably put something on the screen just talking about all the different things as well. These are the main updates that are coming from Reloaded. There is a lot more in terms of UX fixes, bug fixes, etc. And also there's a few different things that they've added into general gameplay. If you're interested, check out the patch notes in the link, as I said below. If you like these sort of videos, let me know. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, turn on notifications, lets you know when I upload. I'm going to do a lot more of these, sort of me just talking at you, essentially. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. All let us say, guys, have a very nice afternoon, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.